I am exceptionally average in almost every way. I'm not like a super athlete. I don't have like superhuman genetics. People meet me and they say, wait, you did this? But we're so similar. I can do that too.
Never know, steady as she goes, what a life we're living.
I hope to be passing down the idea that living a life that is centered around your passion and your values has immense rewards, and that it's not easy, but that it's always worth it. Early on in my guiding, I got the opportunity to work as an assistant guide on Mount Everest, and I summited on my first trip to Everest, and that became the thing that would ultimately define my career.
I literally cannot believe that this actually happened.
I returned to Everest every year for the last 10 years. I've been lucky enough to summit 6 times, and I summited 2 years ago without the use of supplemental oxygen, becoming the first American woman to do that. When I first started learning about mountaineering, I didn't have anybody to sort of show me the ropes. I had to figure it out on my own. It's a very unreliable way of learning things, and I quickly realized that sometimes I was learning practices that weren't safe because I didn't have a real teacher teaching me. Realizing how important it was for, young people to see a strong, capable female mountain guide inspired me to create a mentorship program where I could work directly hands-on with young girls.
She was the first woman to kind of show me what I was capable of as a young woman and what other women are capable of.
Just starting my mountaineering goals and dreams and connecting with her has been amazing. She means what she says, she follows through with what she says, and she cares.
The Methow Valley is a really special place in Washington State. It's incredibly rugged, it's true authentic alpine environments, but it's also incredibly accessible if you have the right tools. A huge part of what we're doing is working on confidence, and it allows them to sort of feel comfortable in their skin. Nice job, Juliet. Ignore the fear parts. The fear is important. The fear is what keeps us alive, but you need confidence to even try to get in and sort of overcome those first things. So you can't just send somebody up there and say, okay, you're just gonna climb up this and you'll do great. Midway through, stress starts to come in, fear, how high up I am, looking at the ground, are these rope systems safe, did I set it up correctly, all that stuff comes in. And so I really work on tools to help them know that step by step, it's all okay.
From the outside perspective, I don't look like I could do that. Like small.
But you do look like you can do that because you can do it. So
I know,
somebody who can do it looks like is like you.
Totally.
Wait, but I am a mountain guide, so this is what a mountain guide looks like,
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of times the mentees think they're just coming to learn mountaineering skills or rock climbing skills, but so much of what I'm teaching them is a lifestyle and a way of being and how to approach this so that you have longevity and joy in this sport and this activity. Becoming a mom is such a wonderful gift, and I have been so blessed to have so many amazing experiences, and I want to be able to share those with my daughter. So while I was pregnant, I started writing letters to her in a journal, and I've kept the journal, and it's just titled Letters to My Daughter. I hope my legacy is that I have chosen a life where I have the freedom to pursue adventure, and other people can see that they can too.
Never know, steady as she goes, what a life we're living.